Good morning. We are here with Marco Padovan, our main academic partner in this contract claim and delay management in construction works specializing master, in order for him to tell us something about this specializing master.
It is really a pleasure being involved in this master course, and because it is the first attempt in Italy to create an Italian school of contract managers, claim managers, delay analysts, and dispute resolution specialists in international construction works. This is a very interesting and important field of activity for engineers and architects, which at the moment in the international arena is very much monopolized by colleagues having an Anglo-Saxon background. We have in Italy very important large companies active in international arena, which are both in the construction world, in the plant production, and in large infrastructure projects. And they are really anxious to find professionals capable of handling these matters in a professional way and with an understanding of our Italian and civil law culture, and to fill the gap between the international construction projects and our domestic culture. So this is the first time we're doing it, and I hope you will listen from the colleagues which at the moment are attending the master course, the interesting topics we are teaching. We will have, for instance, one of the most prominent specialists in the world on delay analysis, giving a full module here, 20 hours. He will come in from the United States on purpose. We will have common law lawyers flying in from the United States and the United Kingdom to explain and to deliver their lectures here to us. We will have prominent specialists from the industry coming and giving their testimony on how these professions are important and what they do expect from these professionals to give their companies. So this is a huge experiment. I'm really thrilled. Me and the team, we are very enthusiastic about this, and we are trying to convey our enthusiasm also to the class and the students. That's really looking forward to the second edition and taking stock of what we did so far and to improve it and really to create a school in Italy of these professions. This will be extremely helpful not only for the students, for their profession, not only for the Italian companies which will take advantage of this, but also for the Italian system at large, because this will improve our Italian presence in the infrastructure industry in the world.
Thank you very much. Politecnico di Milano and Studio Padovan, together also with ANIMP, we should mention also them, are academic partners. Will you tell us a couple of words about our industrial partners, so the companies that are really interested in this kind of professionals, which kind of companies they are, which kind of works they deal with around the world?
We had, when we spread around the news that we were starting this master course, and we had this idea on having the first Italian school of contract management, we've got enthusiastic responses from many companies, from the largest companies, active in different sectors, not only infrastructure, the general contractors, everybody knows them, from Salini Impregilo to Pizzarotti, but also the plant producer. We had enthusiastic answers from Danieli, who's a steel mill producer, one of the 3 largest steel mill producers in the world. We had enthusiastic responses from Tenova and Tecint. They are, again, steel mill producer, but also steel producers in the world, and operators of steel mills, and not only steel. We got enthusiastic responses from the employer, from those companies which are actually developing projects, infrastructure projects in the energy sector, in the alternative energy sector, from Enel Green Power down to building energy, just to mention two names. So everybody in different perspectives, everybody is interested in having engineers, technical people with a legal understanding capable of handling the contracts and the claims and the delay analysis. I insist on delay analysis because delay analysis is a little bit a Cinderella in Italy, in our system. We tend to look at it in a somehow less than professional way. In the international arena, delay analysis is extremely important, and large arbitration depends and rely very much upon correct delay analysis. I do believe that our master course will be one of the very few occasions in Italy, at least, I would say in Southern Europe at large, to acquire a clear understanding and a deep understanding of delay analysis as it is performed on the international arena. Not as it is performed in Italy, but as it is performed on the international arena. So, and not to mention, last issue also, perhaps worthwhile mentioning, is the importance we are devoting to arbitration. We will have some of the best professionals on international arbitration for construction work coming and delivering and giving their experience and putting their experience for the benefit of the students, because one of the professions also which we are going to put in front of our students is the one of expert witness, the possibility of being involved in dispute resolution, not only working for during the contract management phase, the delay analysis, but also during the litigation phase, being able of contributing to the court decision as a witness or as a dispute board member.
Okay, finally, I would like to ask you a question about the relationship between lawyers and technicians, between lawyers and architects, engineers. You are a lawyer, so how do you see these companies want to build inside a team of technicians, so engineers or architects? How do you see the relationship with lawyer firms that maybe are consultants to these companies?
When you say that I'm a lawyer, I'm saying nobody's perfect. I'm used to work with engineers, and it is a fascinating and a cross-fertilizing exercise for both parties, I must say. Normally, large general contractors are structured having a general counsel office, which is where the legal minds are, and the contract department. The contract department is where engineers and architects with an understanding of contracts are located. The two interact. I must say, not always easily. Because sometimes the General Counsel Office tries to acquire more quote-unquote power, and the contract department vice versa. But it is as it is. It is as it is always. The kingdom of activity of the lawyers comes beside the activity of the contract specialist, because the contract specialist manages the contract day by day and provides technical expertise to certain aspects of the management of the contract, delay analysis and expert witness. The lawyer provides the broad legal framework and is capable then of handling the litigation. So the two come in together. Before coming in for this interview, I was discussing with my team for preparing what could be a major litigation in one country. And here the issue is actually combining the effort which is done by the contract department in managing the contract and managing the claims, together with the broad legal framework on seeing whether, okay, the contract does not allow us to do certain things, but can the legal system at large in that particular country give us certain rights we don't have by the contract? And that is where the lawyer comes in. So this is a fascinating activity for both parties, for the engineers and for the lawyers.
Okay, Marco, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.